Right, this time I am going to say hello and welcome. Yeah, this first couple of sessions are a little bit different. I'm trying to get into my habits of not saying hello, but this time I am going to say hello and welcome because we're going to go straight through the winter. I did one on Riverview. I keep wanting to say Riverside on Riverview, and there's a couple of them I thought, I think that session, but it's a bit tricky. I'm trying to do this where I'm showing you what we did in the session at the beginning, and then obviously what we did. But I suppose, yeah, I suppose we still could have done it that way. But we've done it now, so we'll plunge on. Yeah, this particular session, we're going to go through the winter. We've harvested our field. We have 44,000 litres of that and 224, nearly filled it. Yeah, the storages, I am going to make another bigger one of these. Again, probably much taller with better pumps rather than bigger. I want the how sort of big it is like this not to become monstrous. I want it to be useful to a farmer, and that's more going to be heights than it is anything else. Rather, oh, I didn't realise we'd gone through. Didn't realise we'd gone through the. Yeah, in real life we would have gone around that, but yeah, well, unfortunately, it's that sometimes they always say mechanics rule as king, and sometimes they can be a curse in situations like that where, yeah, you wouldn't really be able to build there, would you? I'd have to have made it a little bit more further out. So, yeah, I suppose in some ways it is probably useful for them to have collisions sometimes, the wires, because you don't always think like three-dimensionally. So, let's go through the winter and then not faff around. Do we start buying and selling? Oh, have we bought a telehandler yet? We haven't. We're going to buy a telehandler for the store. This is going to be for them and not like for me. So yeah, we're going to pay for it, but we're not, if you know what I mean. We're going to get the money back because this is really for the store. Telehandler tools, adapter. Apologies for the silence. It takes all my concentration. Yeah, it does, I must admit. So we'll call that 150,000. And I know it's a little bit more than that, but that'll do me. Fantastic. So let's grab those two bits and bobs as well. May as well. Yeah. No. It all makes a little bit of cash. I'm gonna be quick. Yeah, I'm determined that if we're gonna do this new way of making money, that we're actually, and this is why I like the winter bit, because obviously you can actually go straight across and yeah, like do this straight off the bat. And if we stay over here, which is a wise decision, then really there's nothing for us, unless of course we got something like a plough, and we could then immediately start ploughing. I'd imagine that's the one thing I'd like to do, is turn on periodic ploughing now, and then we'll have a look. I would imagine our field, it usually does, is going to need ploughing. Okay, no, it doesn't. All right, well, that makes a nice change. Yeah, definitely. Excellent. Let's get these two sold quickly. And then we're going to just go through the winter. I think, am I going to time-lapse this one? No, it really is, yeah. I'm going to do my best to be quick. We're not going to do that. It's just too... Yeah, it's... Sometimes I'm a little bit too rush, you know, go, and it's... Sometimes in life you just got to, like, chill a bit. And that, you know, what will be will be. The farm itself, I always find the farm always tells a unique story, and I've got very little control over that. It can go wherever it wants to go, and it will go wherever it wants to go. And it's sometimes the pieces of equipment lend themselves, like I said earlier, really, where you go into a certain direction that you weren't really contemplating on doing, but it's still good. Let's go through till the morning, and we're going to go straight 9. Yeah, I just thought, I said this last session, that I wasn't really looking forward to Frankenmuth, and yet we'd got everything, and that was it. That was the problem. It was, we would have been handed on a plate, and I don't mean that in a way, it sounds, I'm not trying to be horrible. Ram body? That's a new one. I've not seen that one before. Oh, it's just a different colour. Is it? Is that? Have I had that one before? I don't think I have. Is that a new one? We've got one ourselves. Yeah, we don't really need another one. But we will sell it. Do we grab the pickup? I think not. No, I would get the fuel one. There is one I've fallen in love with, but we will. We may as well do it. Every little bit helps. It can make you a small fortune, truthfully, so it's not necessarily a bad thing to do now then. I wonder if that can actually grab that. We should be able to grab that. With the front loader, really, I would imagine. Alright. Wow. That's really strange. I was on the... I suppose I was on the attacher. Sometimes it's because you've got something else with similar functions, so it's a push as well, isn't it? It's a nice push, that is. Just try and grab the car. That did look like it was a car pickup, but I think it's a high. Yeah, I think it's a... Yeah, nowhere near. Yeah, there is one of these, the field pickup, that's absolutely fantastic. I really do love that a lot. Oh, hate that one. You jump into the other, but you don't really jump into the other. Oh, it happens so frequently. Yeah, it's completely. I thought about it. I thought, oh, I'd really love to do a start from scratch. And I thought, well, if that's what's holding you back, if you'd not realised that that was the real problem, then let's just do it. Because I like the map a lot. I just would like to carve our own destiny, rather than it sort of like be almost set for us and that type of things. Probably may even go a similar way. Fantastic. Excellent, we'll need that one. We haven't got a lorry, so let's go straight through. Yeah, I'm not trying to take too much more of that field, but I need to keep my eye open about December. Or, that's true, we ought to look now, really. Because you can't really control the fact if they put wheat or barley in the field. Like, so if we're unfortunate and we can't buy that, no, wrong one, then we can't buy that one. As simple as. Let's have a look. Brilliant. Harvested. Let's quickly grab that. Brilliant. So we have a farmyard as well. Excellent. Ooh. Oh, and there's someone's brought the Zunhammer back. Ooh, this is a beaut. I think we're keeping this. I do settings. Yeah, it's still worth that, isn't it, really? To a second tractor of that sort of caliber. Yes, we will. Well, that's for us. And we may as well grab that one. And we may as well grab that one. I'm not sure whether we will keep the Renown. That's not a bad... That's a very good price. I think we'll keep that ourselves. It is an American map. I just think that is too good a price for us to miss. So let's sell some of that and let's keep some of it. Yeah, 2 tractors is a lot better than 1. Definitely. Yeah, I'm not sure that we could have got on. We'll leave that. We won't repair that just yet. It's really strange. I was saying this the other day. It often takes 2 times for you to grab it, and you distinctly know that you click the button, but the second time it works and the first time it doesn't. I really don't get what that's about. It's a very different colour, that is. Fantastic. October, let's go straight through to November. Again, this is, I've said this, it's totally random. You could get really some of the biggest, expensivest items. Obviously, the Fent would have been the one thing out of that lineup that we would have made the most money on, but can we afford to ignore vehicles of that kind of caliber when the farm needs vehicles like that? And when could you get such a big thing as that for that spinach harvester? No, I have done that. Do we? And 6 meter. No, I intend on going no till. I do definitely. Right now that's leveled that cash enormously. We should be soon be able to get that bit back once we sell these bits and bobs, especially after we sell the spinach harvester. Yeah, I'm looking for a big piece of machinery to go into specialisation, but to be honest, I think we're going to go the BI Industries way, so we're not really looking for something on this one. Yeah, and even if we bought a couple, although to be honest, I always find with the little harvesters, it's not always that easy, you know, to manage 2 of them, because you're forever unloading. So hopefully we'll get to use Follow Me a little bit better on this one, because we could use Follow Me quite well now that that is out. I've not used it at all, to be honest. In fact, I haven't. It's really, Causeway comes into its own on a map like this where it is huge. Yeah, like having the courses for the 2 was absolutely quite really amazing. Whereas what I have found is if you use the normal workers, they don't half like faff around and like get in each other's way. It's like yeah, they're really getting each other's way, basically. Terrible. This should give us a bit of cash back now. Although, to be honest, that... Yeah, the baler and that is up to 187,000 ago. Although I know we had a lot more than that, but yeah. Not sure if we're quite in the area, but usually a little bit generous. Ooh, very nice. That is nice. Right, November. Just go straight through. Again, that's what I'm saying. You get the Oxbow, so you make quite a lot of cash. 30 to... I still think it's a little random. I think it's between 10 and 15%. Because I was looking a little bit more closely at the amounts I got, and I thought, I'm sure that was 15%. So I think it's definitely at least 10%. But, so it's only 150s. That's a 4 metre? Is it a no-till? It is. It's not bad. Yeah, got the mad with a 6 metre. We'll leave that alone. It's too small. The DeWolf. I would, if that was the 180, I'd actually buy that for us. But that we're going to buy for us. What, 10,000 for an extra 400 litres? It seems a little bit on the bad side, really, to me. What do I know? Right, let's grab that as well. But this one to sell. And yeah, if we get a 180, I will. Although I'd like to actually treat us to the that belt system. The not the fluffy mods. That the yeah. So let's get grabbing. Oh, that's true. We actually got the tractor as well, haven't we now? Which is probably a little bit more better for the haul master, I would say. Yeah, this is what I found on Riverview. When you go through the winter, I mean, again, you sometimes can be unlucky on what you get. Other times you can be terribly lucky. The time when I did the test to say, obviously, it suits to start from scratch, really, because if we was on a normal farm now, we'd probably already have animals. If it, on like a new farmer start, it's this, you have often get this first winter where you can easily do something like this, and it does suit, you know, like it's quite realistic, is what I mean. Believable. You don't half get some weird colours on the, yeah, from this. We'll repair it, and I've got to be careful. I'm a terror when I get carried away with doing this, where I actually sell a little bit too easily, so need to be very careful. I don't want to be selling the fence. That would have been 9,400 if we were at full price repairs. Terrible. Yeah, it's ever so weird with the vegetables, really. I did love the double-headed one. I don't know, they all seem like really, I just don't know. I mean, I know there's the big Zixvi one, as in like the DeWolf, but I was never really blown away by that in FS22, to be honest. Right, let's go through to January. Soon, yeah, we're halfway, well over halfway, really, through the winter. We've got our vegetable planter. We'll buy a plough and we'll set that going. Will we lease? Well, it depends. It's weird. It seems to be totally random about what size stones you kick up when you plough. Oh wow. This is going to skint us because I think we're going to go for that. I mean, I'm not being nasty, but obviously sometimes you've just got to go with what you've got. I mean, that is an unbelievably good price, as is that. So we're going to go for the 12 metre. I'm going to put them to black because that looks a little bit odd. So we're going to buy that for 9,946 because we need one anyway, and I would have bought one, so why would you not? And we're going to buy the Red Rock. We've already got a trailer. I think we'll keep it as is. Why is it so much? Oh, it's not really... Do we do it straight away? Oh, we could investigate to see if any of these... You know if the extra ones... Type 2. What does that mean? Don't get what the type 1 and the type 2 is. Because I might make a mistake. I don't know what this means. Right, we will buy that for 9,000. I think we'll buy a smaller one. Yeah, I do. I think we'll start it at that. And we're also going to buy that for ourselves too. Apologies for the silence. Actually, yeah, the design... Actually, I think I'd like that the other way around. The design colour ought to be black. And the main colour ought to be red. It's weird when someone says main. You presume that means, like, more of it. I like it. Prefer it like that. It's costing us a fortune, though. Sometimes we've got it for a deal already. A really good deal. Well, that's taken half of our cash now. But it suits what we were going to do. So sometimes you've just got to go with it. Yeah, and that's what I'm sort of saying. We'd already decided we were going to go into vegetables. I was going to go the BI industry way, but it does sort of suit us. We could do both. We could assist where I'm using that, and the worker could get cracking with that, and that will strip the fields quickly. So as far as I'm concerned, it's not a bad... Oh, it's a 24 meter one. I'm going to sell it. I would like to keep it, but we've already got 2 good tractors. We need to recoup. So that we might actually keep, though. It's a beautiful bit of machinery. And we could preemptively use it a lot, is what I'm thinking. So let's grab that. And stick that on the front. Well, no, because that's all. We were just selling these 2, aren't we? I think. Yeah, we're keeping the... Yeah, it's definitely... I mean, our money is going down, but they're all bits of kit, and that's what I'm saying. That is start from scratch. That's the bad side to it. It really is that you need equipment, and the biggest chunk of change. I mean, we had 1 million, but when you consider what deals we have got, it's suiting as well. We've got, you know, the plough already, and we've got the 4 meter. We're going to need more than that, but it's not a bad place to actually be, really. Oh, that's a double, isn't it? Hate that when I get confused. Yeah. Sell it in 2 bits. Right. It's 244,000. We're right in the month of February. We're going to go through to March. Hopefully, we'll make a start. Unless it snows or something desperate like that, we're going to make a start. I think, actually, we plant our vegetables in April. But we're going to make a start and getting the prep ready next session for that. So I'm going to stop. Even if this is only like half an hour like session, it's a sequence of events, isn't it? To be honest, it's going to lead us to where we are. And like the fact that we got that fantastic harvester, another one of those. Actually, strangely enough, it's not a bad idea to get 2 of them, is it? That is... I can buy ours for 7,700, which has also got an awful lot more storage in. As good as that is, it's not worth selling either. To be honest, although this is going to... Do we need that, though? Do we need a standard harvester at present? It's a shame though, it is, but it's true. I suppose if we're going into specialisms to begin with, in a way, right now, this is sort of surplus to requirement. It's a shame though, because obviously we will need a harvester in time as well. But if we bought this now, it would seriously cripple us, so I think we will try and recoup some cash. Oh, okay, we're not quite in the... It is a shame because it's a very nice harvester. Did we? No, but we will do. So we have got 2 8-meter no-tills. Obviously, we've got the planter. We've also got the plough. The main things we're going to be doing is next session. Let's just get the repairing of the implements we need. Again, the 2 4-meters are probably for the future, really. Because if we're going into vegetables, the vegetable planter is really the thing that we really need. So, let's get this repaired. Might treat us to an international, one of the lorries, because they are such a good price. And we may well have to buy the headers. I'm going to lease for a little bit though, because they do frequently come in the sales, but you're not going to get both of them. There's the vegetable one, and there's the potato one too, so... Oh, no, we did pass it. Can't see for looking. Oh, that's bizarre. It is right over here. Don't know how I caught it. Fantastic. Brilliant. So, I'm going to take these across and we're going to start ploughing the field. Oh, yeah, the one thing I'm going to do, this is a new thing. I only finished this earlier for Frankenmuth, the first one. So we will, I shall show you, we're going to put down a buy point, which is just to represent what it actually is, a storage silo with bits of seeds and stuff like that, that our partner, BI Industries, yeah, I don't think I've actually stuck a BI Industries sticker on this. Not sure if we own any of this. Any of this headland, because you usually own a little bit, but we shall see. Yeah, this I only finished earlier, this particular... Oh, no, it's containers. Now, it is a cheap buy point, but the slightly dearer one is a slightly cheaper buy point. Nah, no, it really isn't. Oh no. Okay, let's see. Ah, that says overlaps with another object. It doesn't say we don't own the land. Ah, that does, though. I think that'd be a mistake, though. Or that it would be a very useful mistake. But I would say the middle of the field is more here. But oh, do we really want to do it like that? Because if it's not really our land, I think I'd sooner... Because this is still fairly central. Still sooner do it over here. Because you've got to think of the future. If we were trying to buy... oh, that's the point. Yeah, this is the farmyard. Now, that is not... Oh, hang on a minute. We bought this. Why? Oh, it could be the... Yeah, the, like, surround that you get with any kind of equipment. Because it does go quite a bit in the front with the grate and everything. Whereas behind... Could really do with... I'm trying to think the best possible place. Probably still would be, actually. Here. It's going to be awkward to get to. And we want it, like, facing forwards. I would say there. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I must change that. I'd like to do it so that all of them have got the same kind of thing instead of grass. It should be like asphalt. Yeah, also really, I actually like the concrete pebbles. I'd like to do that instead of the asphalt, really, like with all of mine, but I've not. It's a minor little thing that you don't always sort of think of when you. I've this morning I spent most of them. I've been having like errors on my mods, and I thought, just for heaven's sake, fix your errors and stop. Like, yeah, this is not ours. I'm trying to think. Do we paint some short grass on ours, or do we just plant normal grass? Sure. Oh, is this growing? No, it was it was peas. I thought it was spinach. Yeah, so we'll put some sheds down as well, but I'm still really at the beginning of the. I mean, we've got this second field, which is going to be the farmyard. I'd like to go animals, so let's drop that off. Oh no, actually, it was that one. And we'll set this going with a normal worker, so that next session it's made a start. I should imagine. Should be reasonable. There's not an awful lot for it to snarl up on, but we shall see. Right, so yeah, that's where we're going to leave it. Yeah, I must have put a BI Industries like sticker on that as well. I've not get around to it. It's I love the modelling on this one. I've fallen quite in love with this, the meshing on it. It looks really quite like fine mesh. It could even be plastic mesh, so it'd be very cheap to manufacture with the normal BI red and black. So I think this might have collisions on the actual. Yeah, it has. It's the only bad thing about this model, the rope that obviously wouldn't really have collisions. Because I'm choosing to put a collision on this, I might have to change it to normal collisions, just round ones, so that I don't need to bash into the rope. Because it's when you're in a tractor with a trailer, it catches me a few times. And it is quite tall. I don't think I can move it. It's part of the model, and the rope seems to get longer. It always seems to fall to the bottom of that, no matter how long. Yeah, it does. It's like a preset length. It gets longer. The bigger your thing gets, the longer the rope gets. So you can't really get away with it. And you're sort of stuck with it because it is on the model. I mean, it's sort of fairly set back on the smaller they are, but that one there is quite. That's set back quite a lot, so I mean, yeah, you can clock it quite easily with the tall things like plows on that. So right, so let's have a look at the stones. Well, how are they going to be? Are they big, small, yellow? So I think yellow's the smallest, so we could either roll them in or just put up with them. I don't mind little ones, it's not too terrible. So next session we are down to 234,065, but all things considered, we've got weeders. Let's have a quick look, take stock of how well we have actually done. When you consider we started off with just the one, we've got 2 agromass 4 meters, which will serve, and you can have the, oh, they haven't got a fertilizer section on them. We've got our trailer that we bought originally, and obviously the Agrostar that we were very fortunate in getting straight away, the 24 meter, which also, I know, I don't think this can, the 12 meter, you can actually put the seeder unit on. We've got the big fence, which obviously that was the thing that set us back. Well, didn't set us back the most. Obviously the big roper tiger, that's obviously the one that set us back the most. But obviously with it being a special one that does all of those, it really suits us down to the ground. Obviously also opens up the opportunity to go into potatoes. So again, the Red Rock Trader 2. And obviously, no, that's not, yeah, the plough, the drop deck for the future. Yeah, and obviously that we got early on as well. So really, not bad. Not a bad little start. So yeah, we next month we're going to get, now I think, if I remember rightly, it is April for, that's a point. Do we, while we are not having the farmyard very big, do we plant this one? And how much is field 17? And has it got anything in it? Yes, it has. Canola. Again, Another canola field. Let's have a look if anything's still harvested. That's been ploughed. No, it would cripple us. Yeah, we can't afford it. The only one in the surrounding area we could afford would be field 17. And even that would leave us quite sort of short, really. I presume there must be a way up. Oh, it is a road. No, you drop the road. It's the main road, isn't it? So you go up the main road and go to that. So I think, without stretching ourselves, we'll stick to these two. And we will have this as the farmyard. But I think what we'll do is, for now, we'll just chop that little area off there. And we'll probably put a shed or two in there straight away. And we will plant just in the bit, like the end bit. So we'll use this as a square and like cordon off that bit as the farm. It's not going to be very small to begin with, but we will grow it. It just seems more apt to me that we actually grow with the need. We have not got enough equipment really where we would need to stick masses of like sheds down just yet. So I think we'll do 2 vegetables. We could split this field into 2 and do 3 vegetables. That would really do well if we're going to do the cannery. Could split that. There would be about almost equal. We could do it properly and just do that right now. Do a straight cut, straight down the middle. With you lose a little bit of headland. I know it's a bit of a pain, but do we do grass fresh mid? Grass fresh clovers. I'm going to go fairly big. Otherwise, you sort of like it does not work. So that is about central. One of these times I'm going to use that perfect edge thing rather than do it freehand. Now that's probably going to fox the work a bit because we've done that. Fantastic. It's just round the corners off a little and probably do a bit of that there. Right, I think that's not a bad. Yeah, I think not a bad idea. I don't think. Obviously, we're going to have to put a. Yeah, we don't need to worry about it now. We want to keep as much cash for the sales and things like that right now. So we've got 3 fields. We're going to put all 3 of the vegetables down. Yeah, we're going to. Yeah, because I would say that those fields are fairly almost even. Why is that flashing? I tagged it by mistake. Yeah, so there we go. The scene is set. I hope you join me on this farm as it is right now, which is very little. Yeah, so I paid more for this one, but it's got a really good bonus. I don't mean like it's I think it's you're paying 40% of the price. The other one's 50% of the price. So it is a real good with the other thing I like about it more than anything is I wanted it to have a fast unload rate. So obviously there are certain things that's not good for, but most of the things I would like, it would be fast for. So yeah, it's going to be an asset, definitely. Right, so I think that is where we're going to leave it, yeah. Hope you'll join me next session. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. Again, this session I'm not going to do. I'm going forwards. The next session we're going to get cracking and we're going to do my normal catch-up session. But for now, we're just going to like do this as it is meant to be from start to finish. Because I think the first couple of sessions, it lends itself to that more than anything. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully you join me next session. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.